Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my channel. So for my first video I'm going to be doing my makeup collection as I came off Instagram, on my makeup Instagram, and I just play around with a lot of makeup. It's SF Beauty X. And I wanted to branch out onto YouTube, so here I am. I'm doing it, and expect a lot of celebs makeup, as on my Instagram stories a lot of people have told me to do this and that and the other makeup looks, so I'm going to do a couple of those, as well as a lot of beauty related videos. It's not just going to be makeup, it'll just be beauty related as well, so subscribe if you haven't, and I hope you enjoy. So we'll begin with my desk. So over here I have my college kit full of nail stuff, as well as just little bits and bobs, and I did buy this racking for makeup, like my go-to makeup palettes and my favourite palettes. However, they are a bit too big, so I keep it for a little drawing book where I do a lot of my looks on, my diary for next year, and also my little notebook for YouTube. I have these flowers which I got from a nice antique shop, just sitting there with my mirror, and my personal brushes, and we keep a lot of little perfumes on here, as well as just normal little things that I need every day. Candles, a Pandora box, and just little bits and bobs, with plenty of spoolies when I do my eyebrows. And then we have all this area to work on as well. So my first drawer is just full with palettes, and I'll go for, like, I think I'm a little bit messy, I haven't had a little bit of a clean up yet, but we have loads of palettes filled to the bottom. So some of my go-to palettes is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival Extra Large Pro palette, which is full with different colours. Let me just open it up. So one of these, I have smashed the mirror and it is very used if you can't see, and I need to clean it up. I've got baking powder in there, but one of the reasons why this is one of my favourite go-to palettes is because it's so colourful and the colours are so pigmented. It's definitely worth every penny, and I've had this palette for quite a long time, and none of the eyeshadows are actually on the bottom yet. I've still got a lot to use, and yeah, it's just incredible. And then the next palette is my Morphe Boss Mood 35M, and I think this was actually my first proper Morphe palette I got. It is very messy again. I don't use this as much as a Be Perfect, just because the colours in that one are so more powerful, but this one has got a lot of nice sparklies glitter pigments in them. Is a little bit messy again, but these are stuff which I like to use on myself. And then we have two little ones which I use quite a lot for just a natural day glam, for everyday look. So the first one which we've got is the Day Slayer 15D, and it is kind of hard to open with one hand. Very messy again. This is the everyday one which I use. It's just full of bronze colours. We've got some shimmers in there. It's really good for a smoke out, especially when I'm doing a smoked out eyeliner look. I always use a shade here, Sweet. You can see it's used. And then the next one which we have is the Nightmaster 15M, and this one is on the smoky side again, but it's got more purpley shades in it as well, with some nice glitter pigments. Very used again. I just use this on a very, I just use it on myself because they are quite messy. So these are probably the most expensive palettes I've got in my palette drawer. Now, Too Faced, I use this all the time. I was so excited to get it, but knew better things. Like, I don't use these anymore, but just because not pigmented. I do actually get a lot of fallout on these palettes, and yeah, I'm just not really a fan of Too Faced anymore, I won't lie. But this was my everyday go-to, and like, pretend it's not dirty and not used, but like, it's really cute because it's like a I think it was like a New Year thing, and like it has a to and from on the back, and it came in a really nice little case, and I think I got a little mascara in it, but this one was just bronze. Got your bronze in there. I'm not going to show this one because it is a state in there. It's got more golden and black eyeshadows with a little golden highlighter, which I absolutely adored, but I've got better highlighters which we will get to. And then this one was pretty nice, I won't lie. I never used the blush, as I like to use a liquid cream blush. That's hard to say, but I was obsessed with this, especially this Pink Christmas is such a beautiful shade, as well as Wish For It. I used to use a lot of this just for little smoke out looks, but this was when I wasn't really too great at makeup, and you know what, I would like to try and use these now with the skills I've got today, so I may try and do it. But these are I definitely say these are the most expensive palettes, but I just don't use. Next we've got these little NYX Singular eyeshadows. I bought these on sale. I can't remember how much they were for, but the reason I bought these was because I'm really messy with the palettes, but these have stayed in a pristine condition. So we've got this nice light brown cream textured eyeshadow, which is called Leather and Lace. And then we've got a nice cream colour, but also it has got a little bit of a sparkle. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it's just got a little bit of a shimmer. And this one is called I Have a Headache. And then we've got a nice maroon, like between brown and red, for a smoked out look, and this one is called Beyond Nude. So the next palettes I've got are Revolution, and all of these are Revolution, which I won't get out, but I've got out my favourite 3. So I would have to say Revolution is definitely my favourite brand to go to. It's just cheap. It's in Superdrug. It's just handy. It's just easy. So I think this was my first eyeshadow palette I bought from Revolution. Just Ultra eyeshadows, 32 eyeshadows. And you know what? It has stayed in pretty good condition. So it's just full of a lot of mattes, a couple of shimmers, and it was just, when I started to explore with makeup, it was just it's a nice first palette to have, I won't lie, and I do love it. And then this one, I bought it when we brought out that like food collection, and I bought it just pure sake because it was cute. I love the designs which they come up with are beautiful. So I do really like this eyeshadow palette, especially the glitters. The glitters are so, except from this glittery shade here and slice up here, you do have to use your finger to stick it down, but the other ones are a nice consistency. I just feel like those ones are more chunky, but you can tell I have used it. It is beautiful, and to be honest, these shades are quite nice to work with. It's not a great variety of shades, quite similar tones, but when you need it, it is pretty good. Like, I do quite like the Primo. Oh hello, there's me with no makeup on, but it's such a nice palette, like I love it. And then we have the Sophie collection. I got this at Christmas last year, I believe, and they're just very plain colours, but it's like the pizza palette. It's there when you need it, and it is beautiful. I haven't touched it that much, but it is nice shades. You know what? I really like that purple. I may have to do a look with that purple next time. And that pink over there. Yeah, sadly these don't have names. I don't know if any of the other palettes have names. I'm not too sure, but that's kind of sad. I wish I'd put some names on because I love reading the names. So this drawer is probably my favourite drawer. Lipsticks, lashes and highlighters. So my lipsticks, we've got Revolution, NYX liners, we've got a MAC, we've got L'Oreal, we've got a nice wide of different types of lipsticks. Then we've got our lashes. So most of my lashes are what's called Queen Flutters on Instagram. These ones right now are quite my favourite. They're just called Queen. They're very nice, a very natural one. And then the next one are more wispy long ones, which are called Naughty, which I still have to try. And then we've got a a tiara, more fanned out but beautiful and fluffy. I have tried this and I love it. And then this one is Bambi, and I haven't actually tried this yet. It looks more of a natural lash like queen, and they are beautiful to play with. I do love these lashes. And I've just tried the Sultan Cosmetics lashes Penelope, and oh my god, I love this lash. It's extremely fluffy. Like, if I'm doing a dramatic look, this is the lash I go with. I don't know how messy they are because I do use them a lot, but they're so fluffy. They're beautiful. They are really long. Like, look at fluff. There's a perfect angle. And you know what? I have been trying to find something so wispy like this for a while, and I finally found it, and I just love these pair of lashes. I wouldn't wear them for an every natural glam just because they are quite extreme, but when I'm doing an extreme look, they are beautiful. So one of my favourite makeup artists on Instagram is Shadows, and she got me into Josh Cosmetics. And you know what? I don't use any other highlighters now. This is literally just my go-to, and these are the only ones I will show, which I will show because the other ones are just in palettes. So this one is definitely my favourite. So this one is called the Cream Highlighter. And you know what? You might think it's just a normal highlighter, or highlighters do the same. This, it changed it. I'll show you swatches. So that one is my favourite. Then the next one is my second go-to, and it's called, oh, you can see it's used, Little Peach. And this one's just a pink texture, but it's beautiful as, like, if you wanted to make it look more of a blushy look. Then we have this one, which I don't use that often because I feel like you look bruised. But it is nice if you're working with a purple look. Like, it just depends what type of look you're working with. I like to use it on my eyeshadow quite a bit if I'm doing a purple eyeshadow look, but it is beautiful. And this one is called Dreamy. They're all £10 each, but he does a lot of offers. And he also does loose pigments, but I'll get to that in the next dry thing. But these are definitely my favourite. This one I used to use all the time, and it doesn't even have a label anymore, but it's Topshop. We don't know what it is, but it's just a very golden. So the reason I don't use this anymore is because you can just see the quality. Sparkly, this one's just more dull. So I've just done a swatch of the Topshop and the Josh Cosmetics, and the Topshop is the top one, and you can just tell by this little video that it's dull. And then the bottom one is so extra shimmery and it's beautiful. But yeah, this top one is just dull. I mean, you could work it into an eyeshadow look, but I would never use it as a highlighter again. Before I open up this next drawer, my personal opinion, I definitely think as it's MUA or just starting, everyone has to have a glitter drawer. You get to do, see, I have spilt one. But yeah, it was this one. I have lost quite a bit, but we've still got a good amount. Everyone needs a pigment drawer. I've got so many different types. So we have the Josh Cosmetics Midnight Loose Pigment, which is beautiful if you're doing a black smoky look and you just need a little bit of a shimmer. It's beautiful. We also have a Josh Cosmetics Rose, and that is a beautiful rose gold shimmer. We have lots of chunky glitters, a lot from Queen Flutters again, some neon pigments, as well as some gems. Everyone needs some little like rhinestone gems for looks. It's just beautiful. The next everyone should have in their kit is a P. Louise base. I do need to get a new one because I've only got that much left. Like, I do have to squeeze out now. But the best base ever, and it definitely brings out your eyeshadow pigment more. And then we've got the basic. I think there's 2 more colours which I need to get to finish off a collection. These are still quite full, but I do use it in a couple of looks, and I'm just absolutely in love. I really want to try an avatar look, and I can use this with some darker blue eyeshadows, but I still have not got the guts to do it. But they are beautiful. And then next we have lots of, still have more little glitters and stuff. I just have cheap and expensive nail polishes at the back. I keep all the ones which I use more in the college bag, as we do a lot of nails. I'm just gonna swatch these so you can see what I mean, because they look so fake. Like, it doesn't look like that's gonna be the shade, but it is the shade. It is beautiful. So I've just swatched them, and the colours are true, and it's such a beautiful consistency. So the purple one is called Vivid Violet, the second one is called Touch of Frost, and then the pink one is called Winter Rose. And they're just such a beautiful colour, and they don't need to be powdered down. I like to powder down when I'm using a base, just to make sure that it's crisp and it's not going to move, but they do set and they're beautiful. I do want to get the paints, as they're a thicker consistency as well, and they dry like instantly. But P. Louise, everyone needs one of these. I'm not swatching this just because I don't have much left, and I use it in every single look I do. It's beautiful to cut crease, it's beautiful to carve a brow. It's just a perfect product. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was just a little video just to get to know me, a little look through my makeup. I'm going to be doing a Christmas haul as well, as I think I'm going to get some little beauty bits, so we just have to wait and see. I'm quite excited for Christmas, and I hope everyone has a great Christmas. My next video will be, I put a poll up onto my Instagram for which look I should do next, Ariana Grande or Kim K, and Kim K seems to be winning, so I'm going to plan a look for that, so expect that to be my next video. And sorry this outro is filmed just looking at my P. Louise. I'm not in college today. I just had an allergic reaction when I woke up, so I won't be showing my face I don't want to show my face without makeup and my hair done, so I'm sorry about the outro. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great Christmas.